Luigi, ready to get that Darkwing piece, son? I know you're not exactly the personification of courage, but I remind you to be careful anywho. Remember, where there's a Darkwind beast, there's likely a possessor or ghost guardian. Speaking of possessors, they only showed up when all this started, so I don't know much about them. But I can't say one thing for sure, they're smarter than your average ghost. Also, they're clearly the most powerful ghosts in the valley. It's no wonder a mysterious villain chose them to guard the Darkwind pieces. And you, it's high noon, sonny. Let's show them what we're made of. Off you go! Hello everybody, I'm Luigi here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. In the previous episode, we went across the chasm, collected the House of the Gemstones along the way, and did a couple other things I don't remember off the top of my head because it's been a while since I recorded anything, because I have no sparks. But anyway, in today's episode, we're gonna take on the boss fight of the Secret Mine. Oh yeah. Okay, Mr. Iceman, it's just you and me, mano a mano. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds manly. We're settling this once and for all. Despite my tone right there, I actually do really like this boss fight. This is actually my favorite boss fight in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But I gotta say this right now, I am so sick of this stupid boss fight. I have died 4 times. This is my 4th take of trying to do this stupid level. I'm so sick of this. I just want to be free. I just want to be able to play like Breath of the Wild or something like that. Okay. Like I said, this is my 4th take trying to do this. There will be an outtake reel at the end of the video. It may very well end up being longer than like the actual level itself. Who knows? I might turn into Super Skarmory with that. Who knows at this point? But all I can say is right now, I am so sick of this boss fight. But you guys know the drill. When the possessor is released, you go chase him down, and then you pull off his pants, and then you'll go running around like a little crybaby because he no longer has any pants. Although, to be fair, those were his favorite pair of pants. I mean, you don't take a man's favorite pair of pants. That's something you do not do. And this level, the fact that I've been recording this level for like 20 minutes or so, like, no, longer than that. How long have I been recording this? I don't know. My recording right now says I'm at 11 minutes because 2 of my failed recordings were in the same recording session, and I didn't feel like resetting for some of these failed recording things. But anyway, I should probably explain how the boss fight actually works. That might be a good idea. You're going to be using the bombs to destroy the icicles defending this guy's head. It's kind of a weird boss fight. Like, the thing... Okay, weird is not the way to word that. The thing about this boss fight is, it doesn't really give you a good indication as to what you're supposed to be doing, is what I'm trying to say. I remember when I first got this game, there were still people out there on Miiverse who were asking how you're supposed to do this boss fight. I think some people are still asking that on Miiverse. What the heck?! That went into your mouth! Okay, legitimately, why is that not working? Seriously, the bombs are going into his mouth, but they're not exploding! What the poopy poop? What the poopity poopity poop? My commentary, you guys could definitely tell my mood based on my commentary style. When I make weird jokes like that, or when I'm just being weird like that, you know I'm not having a good run of a boss fight. Alright, so as you can see on screen, one of the bigger threats during this boss fight is the fact that your Messini thingy can overheat. Another thing that's very deadly with this boss fight is the fact that the icicles will freeze over again over time if you're not fast enough. So just things like that, those are the things that make this boss fight pretty challenging. But what I said before, I still stand by that. This is still my favorite boss fight in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Even if it is challenging, it's a nice challenge. I really appreciate the challenge with this compared to the last couple boss fights, because I think the Spider Queen, to be honest, was probably one of the more difficult boss fights in the game. Not as difficult as this one, but that was a fairly easy one. The staircase was also fairly easy once you figured out what you were supposed to be doing, and the old clockworks was also like a joke, even though I died during that one, which is kind of amazing. But that's basically my opinion. This is a challenging boss fight, but I like the challenge, even if it is making me drift slowly into madness. Alright, what I really like about this one boss fight as well is the fact that how it uses the 3D effect. You have the 3D turn. You don't need it to beat this boss fight by any means. Technically, you go through this entire game without even having the 3D turned on. You can beat this game on a 2DS, but what I really like about this boss fight is how it uses the 3D effect, because it really helps you tell how far away he is, and that can make aiming a bit easier, like knowing the timing for attacking him and doing stuff like that. So that's just something that I wanted to mention, because I love the 3D effect in this game. I was talking with Pancake Armorman on Skype a few weeks ago, and we were talking about 3D in movies and stuff like that. I personally like 3D, but I only really like 3D for like telling how far away something is. That's something that bothers me with modern animation in movies, is the fact that it seems like the characters have try to find like pretty much every excuse in the book to pop out of the screen. It gets really annoying over time. But we did it! We defeated the boss fight! Yay! I'm so happy!
Oh.
Span A, Span A. I like how he slid for a moment. It looked like he was wave dashing. Oh, on. Mission complete. Clear time, ghost captured out the lost treasure. Wreck. Silver. What? Silver! What? That should have been gold rank. I don't care what anyone says. We beat that in 4 minutes. Defeated the boss fight pretty easily. We didn't even take any damage! Why is that a silver ring? At least it's not a bronze. At least it's not a bronze. That's all I can really say about that. Graminy, where in Tennyson were you, Luigi? I could barely follow you. I was worried you were too deep into the mountain for the Pixelator to bring you back. So did you capture the Possessor? What about the Dark Moon piece? Woohoo! Great job, Luigi! Let's send the Possessor goes down to the vault. Ghost! Money! That we don't need because we already have all the rank. We already have all the upgrades. I can talk correctly. What are you talking about? Alright, hand over the Dark Wind piece and we'll clean it up. I reckon some more fog is lifted. Let's take a look. That place. I better take a reading with the periscope. Uh-oh. We're not gonna see anything about that for a little while. You know the drill by now. I don't need to explain it every time. Where are we? Whoa, we got silver rank on all of these. Huh. Well, at least it was consistent. In the next episode, where we're taking care of the severe infestation, I think I'm gonna hold off on demonstrating the outtakes until that episode. But that's basically everything that I wanted to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And until next time, later here to you. Oh yeah.